I was not planning on making another video while I was at college because I leave tomorrow. Today's Thursday. But you know what? Frank Vogel got fired, and I'm a Suns fan, and I'm an NBA content creator, so we're getting a different perspective video today. In this video, we're just going to discuss how happy I am about Frank Vogel being gone. Now, I will say, this was not the best scapegoat metric to go on. I mean, we could have not scapegoated the coach because this was more than a coaching issue. This had a lot to do with just the team structure. But I was against the Frank Vogel hire to start with. So I was never a fan of Frank Vogel being the Suns head coach. And now that he's fired, I am happy about it. I mean, I just wish they didn't scapegoat him. So what should we do next? Now, Tyronn Lue is my number one option for a coach. That's just my personal opinion as a Suns fan. I've been on board with Ty Lue. I love Ty Lue as a coach. I think he knows how to coach players, superstar players, well. It's just injuries. I truly believe if the Clippers hadn't dealt with, it's not even the injuries at this point. You have James Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard, the three most unreliable superstars come postseason time. What are you going to do? And if you watch any Clippers game, Ty Lue always draws something up to get a bucket out of the timeout. And that's exactly what happens with the Clippers a lot. And we saw that a lot. Now, if he were to be able to draw something up with the three offensive players, three nasty offensive weapons he has in Beal, Booker, and KD, he is going to get a bucket every time. And that is something we really need. We needed more structure on the offensive end. Say what you want about our defense. Our defense is atrocious. But our team is designed to be very good at offense, and we cannot win with an unstructured offense. That's just where teams get in trouble nowadays in the NBA. You look at all the teams that have structured offenses, they do really well come playoff time. Teams that are very unstructured, like all the super teams we're seeing, those are the teams that struggled in the postseason, and that is what the Suns were, and that is why we struggled. Now, Ty Lue's my number one head coach. There's rumors of Mike Budenholzer taking over. I'm not on board with that at all either. I would rather just run back Frank Vogel at that point. But who knows? We'll probably end up hiring him. I have to think about it more in depth. I actually have to sit down and think about it. But all I'm going to say is that the Suns need a point guard, or else no matter who we hire is going to do anything different. That could be like Russell Westbrook at that point even. We just need someone that can facilitate. And that's honestly what we need. And they don't even have to start. We just need someone to be in the closing lineup, or when the game is getting out of hands against the Suns, we need someone that can just come in, take the pace of the game, slow it down, make sure Beal, Booker, Kevin Durant are getting good shots at the basket, getting good looks, running the plays through. That's all we need. And I personally believe that if we could get to a place, if we could get a TJ McConnell, that would be perfect. We could get we just need a guy that can take the pace, low turnover ratio, and can know how to play with superstars. That's all I ask. But yeah, no coach we hire is going to be able to correct this without a point guard. Let's just make that clear. But for Frank Vogel, I do feel bad that we had to let him go. 1 year, it's not good to scapegoat him. I'm against the scapegoating coaches narrative 110%. I'm not with that. I don't like that. I'm not for that at all. But it's just the unfortunate reality of the NBA at this point. It's just Frank Vogel should have never been hired at the first place. Frank Vogel should have never been hired in the first place is what I meant to say. He shouldn't have been. He was never a good fit. He's not the greatest coach in my personal opinion. I'm not a big Frank Vogel guy. Now, I feel like we could just, I feel like we just need a guy that isn't so focused on one specific thing and can make adjustments on the fly. Frank Vogel, very defensive-minded head coach. We know that. There's a lot of coaches in the NBA that are very keen to one idea and one philosophy. That's not what the Suns need. The Suns need kind of balanced, more roster-based, more freedom-focused approach to coaching. And that's exactly what we need in a coach, or else we're not going to succeed. So I feel like Ty Lue is the best option there. Let me know who you think my son should hire. But yeah, I'm happy that Frank Vogel's gone. I feel bad. He shouldn't have been hired in the first place, though. That was where the biggest mistake was. But yeah, y'all let me know what my son should do. I'll see you back in the actual original setup tomorrow, because you know what? We're going back home. Last day of college, and it's back to packing for me. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Bye.